Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, and today we're gonna make some BOSSAM, Korean pork belly. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more recipes. We're gonna first start to salt the pechu, the Napa cabbage. All you need is about half for this recipe. We're gonna begin with the salt brine. You're gonna need the pechu to soak in here for about an hour and a half at least. About 9 cups of water and half a cup of sea salt. You want to make sure all your salt water goes in between all the leaves. What I like to do is get a few more tablespoons of sea salt. Salt just the inner parts right here, lightly, because the stem area does take a little bit longer to salt. I'm going to let it soak in the salt brine for about an hour to 2 hours ideally. It's going to start to shrivel a little bit and get bendy, and that's what you want. Alright, while our pechu is in the salt brine, we're going to make the sauce, the yangnyeom for the 무생채. It's about half a cup and maybe 2 tablespoons of gochugaru. If you like it less spicy, feel free to use less. If you guys haven't noticed, I like to use honey powder over sugar if I can, so about 3 tablespoons of honey powder. If you don't have it, use sugar, no problem. About 4 tablespoons of minced garlic, 4 to 5 tablespoons of fish sauce or 새우젓갈, going to grate in some fresh ginger, maybe about a tablespoon or so. We're going to give that a little mix. It might seem a bit dry, but our 무 produces a lot of water, so you should be okay. Alright, now that our sauce is made, we're going to julienne the 무, the Korean radish. We're going to do about 2 pounds. I like my gourmet slicer because you can easily change the blades. And we're going to use the thinner julienne. You want to end up with these thin strips. I really like the 무생채, so I'm going to make a lot. If you want to make just about a pound, that's fine too. I'm going to add some oysters in here later. Now we're going to cut some green onions and put them into the radish mix as well. Going to put in our sauce. Put on a pair of gloves and begin to mix. You want to get a nice even coat. I'm going to split my 무생채 into half without oysters and then half with oysters. Add the oysters in. You can add the oysters into the 생채 or you can serve it on the side. I'm going to do both. I'm going to mix some of the oysters in to the 생채 and then also serve some extra on the side as well. The radishes will produce more water later, so you want to let this sit for a little bit. And now let's get to our BOSSAM. I'm going to turn the stove on to a high, and I have about 10 cups of water in here. Add some leeks. Half of an onion, small piece of ginger, a green tea bag. Yes, a green tea bag. It's gonna help with the pork smell. And also we're gonna put in some doenjang later. About 4 to 5 cloves of garlic. And we're gonna let that boil before we put our pork in. Also a spoonful of doenjang. This will help with the smell of the pork. I'm going to drop in my pork belly. I've cut them up into pieces so they cook a little bit faster. We're going to let that boil until the pork is fully cooked, and we're going to slice it up before plating it. Alright, let's check on our pechu, the Napa cabbage. It looks nice and flexible. We're going to give it a quick rinse, not too much, just a light rinse, so we can get any of the excess salt off. I'm gonna squeeze some of the water out and let it drain upside down like this for a little bit. Okay, I think we're just about done. We're gonna take it out of the broth and get to cutting. Cut them into thin slices. You wanna get nice thin pieces like this. So we're going to start plating our bossam. We have the saeng chae here with the oysters, some extra oysters here, and the saeng chae without oysters for people who don't care for oysters. Now we have our bossam dish here with the saeng chae in the middle, our pickled cabbage, pork belly, and I made some ssamjang with some peppers and fresh garlic, extra oysters, and the saeng chae with oysters, my favorite. Now I'm going to show you how to wrap it. You're going to put a piece of pork belly, and I like to get some pepper with some fresh garlic and ssamjang. I'm gonna use the saeng chae with the oysters. I put a little bit of that on top. That's a lot. And then I'm going to wrap it up and straight into your mouth. Enjoy! And we're done. So I have my friend coming over later, so I'm going to teach her how to make yangnyeomgaejang. Hope that goes well. And that is my bossam in the background cooking. See you soon, Carla.
A few moments later.
Carla is here. Carla, say hi.
Hi.
We're about to make gaejang. Just toss it in full pan. Be careful not to. I've like stabbed myself a few times.
Yeah.